Hey guys, SH here, and this is my first episode of Titanfall Beta Weapon Guide. In this episode, I'm going to be covering the R-101C Carbine. And by the way, this is not my gameplay, this is a gameplay by Jacksondale by Titanfall Legends. I'll actually put this channel in the description below. He actually gave us permission to use one of his clips, so be sure to check it out. Or if you want to keep up to date with the latest and greatest Titanfall news, be sure to check his channel out because his videos are great. And no, I actually never played Titanfall before because only a few of the big YouTubers were able to go to the EA headquarters and get to play the game. But unfortunately, since my channel wasn't that big, I was not able to play the Titanfall at that time. But still, just because I didn't even get to play the game, that doesn't mean that I don't know anything about the gun. I actually started looking at the gun since the game was announced, and this was one of the most anticipated guns in the entire game because every single gameplay you see, this one was there. So I was able to figure some of the stats out of this weapon, and also this is my personal testing data. I haven't got any source from anyone else. I looked at more than 2 hours of footages of using this gun, and this was the status that I was able to get. So it may not be reliable at any time. So actually, whenever the EA invites me to the Titanfall beta in February 14, I'll try to check this stats and make sure it's correct, and I'll try to put the correct data in the description below on February 14. So if you don't know about the correct status of this weapon, just check back to my channel on February 14 in the description below. So R-101C, you can unlock this gun at level 1 as soon as you start playing the game on beta, and it has a 30 rounds of magazine total, and you can use up to 300 rounds, which means you have 9 extra rounds total. And no, there's no one in the chamber just like a Battlefield. It is very similar to Call of Duty. So instead of showing the ammunition like Call of Duty, the mechanics in Titanfall is a little bit different. So basically, when you reload, you're pretty much wasting the entire magazine. So if you guys play on hardcore mode on Battlefield 3 before, when you reload once, you're pretty much wasting the entire 30 rounds. So just be careful about that. And now let's move on to rounds per minute. The rounds per minute of this gun is between the M416 on Battlefield and MTAR on Black Ops 2, which I got about 719.98 rounds per minute, so I rounded up to 720 rounds per minute. So like I said, it is between the M416 from Battlefield 4 and MTAR on Black Ops 2. So the rate of fire isn't too high, but it isn't too low either, so this is gonna be one of the versatile assault rifles that you're able to use in this game. And now let's talk about the recoil. The recoil of this gun is extremely low. I saw so many footages of using this gun, and every single time when I looked at people aiming down sight and trying to fire this weapon, the recoil was pretty much non-existent. I don't know how it's going to be on the full version of Titanfall. Maybe it's because this is just a beta, they just wanted to make this game a little bit more easier, but I actually don't know, so we're gonna have to see. So the recoil of this gun is pretty low, and it should be really easy to aim down sight and kill guys at a range extremely easily. And now let's move on to the shots to kill. This was the stats that I had the most trouble with, but the only thing I found was that it takes between 2 to 3 shots to kill on boss or grunts. And for those of you guys, if you don't know what grunts is, it's pretty much a computer controlled enemy to make the experience of the game more realistic. And it is actually really easy to kill, and right now the AIs cannot do anything. It does have objective, but it's really easy to kill, and they're pretty much not gonna be able to kill you unless you're extremely oblivious. They're just there, and you can get an easy kill out of it. So it's gonna take between 2 to 3 shots to kill, and for the players, this was the most trickiest part. For my calculation, it took between 6 to 8 shots to kill on players, and to be honest, I have no idea how the range works in this game. Because I was looking at the footages, and sometimes a guy would just snipe a guy at a range with just 6 shots, and sometimes a guy would just kill a guy in 8 shots to kill, and I have no idea how this thing works, so I'll try to put the correct status in the description below as soon as I can. But what I found so far is that it's going to take between 6 to 8 shots to kill. And now let's talk about the reload. The reload of this gun is pretty fast, so it's going to take about 1.9 seconds with one in the magazine, and it's going to take about 2.3 seconds with empty. This reload stats is actually very similar to the M416 on Battlefield 4. I do not know how this thing is related altogether, but overall this stats looks just like the M416 on Battlefield 4. For example, if you look at the recoil, M416 has one of the lowest recoil in the class, and the rounds per minute, and its reload time. I mean, I think whenever the game launches, this is going to be the only gun that a lot of people are going to use, because this gun is very versatile in pretty much any situation just by looking at its rounds per minute and the time to reload. So that's the stats that I found so far. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do: like, favorite, subscribe. And actually, if I get 5 likes for this video, I'll try to make another weapon guide to you guys. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!